Hello, my beautiful air signs. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. We're going to update you. Been doing readings for you, but every couple of weeks on the site now. And we're going to update the energies for the rest of the month of February for you. So if you're interested in a private reading at all, please look down below. You will find information that you need beside the yellow dot, which also has my email address. You do have to book me on Wizio, but I'm happy to share my process with you in email if you're unsure. And thank you for clicking here, by the way. So if you're the person who always clicks here, thank you so much. I do appreciate you, my ride or die. Thank you, thank you. And I hope that you'll reach out and hit that thumbs up if you like the content here, just because that's going to invite in more air signs, and that's what I need in order to break all these into their own individual signs. So here we go. And who are we going to do first? We are going to go with Gemini. That's what my mind is telling me. So if the rest of you will look down below in the description, you will see that I have marked the chapters for you, but you can just scroll along this video. So let's get to it. Gemini. See the rest of you in a minute. All right, Gemini, here we go. This is for you for the rest of the month of February. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. Okay, well, Charlie's saying that we need some oracles. I was just going to go with tarot, but let's do some oracles. Gemini, let's do some oracles. Looks like you need to know more information. An overall energy for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? How that kind of flipped up like that. So we have release. Gemini, it is time for you to pay attention to the lesson of seasons. Yeah. You know, the trees release their leaves to cover the grass so it doesn't get burnt through the winter. You know, it's a protection. A lot of people rake them or take them off the grass, and really they fall for protection and nourishment. So I think that you are supposed to release something that's been weighing you down. I think you might be doing that this month. Tell me more, please. What's about to be released here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Gemini, please. All right, we have pleasure. Interesting. Something is going to come to you in the rest of this month that is going to make you grounded. Something that's going to release pressure and is going to allow pleasure. Oh, it's an enlightenment. You really are. Yeah, you really are releasing. That you are, for sure. It feels like you're releasing for the reason because you are becoming enlightened. So someone here is... I feel as though you are now feeling more connected to yourself after this enlightenment. So I don't know at this point whether you've already gone through this or whether this is to come for some of you. But I think, Gemini, that there is an enlightenment that has caused you to release some things that I feel may have been kind of heavy. It's time for the season to change. It's time for you to get out of the season of carrying it all. It's time for you to release some things so you can experience pleasure in the enlightenment, because it really is quite pleasurable. I mean, it's not all terrible. I don't know if you've heard people talk about enlightenment or going through some sort of an awakening. It is a terrible, terrible experience, but I promise you that once you get on this side of it, it's really quite beautiful. Yeah. As terrible as it is, it is also quite beautiful. It's tragically beautiful. Kind of like the changing of the season, right? In fall. Things are dying, but there's a reason, right? There's a reason. They're going to sleep, or maybe not necessarily dying, but it looks like it. It feels like it when we see, the leaves on the ground. And yeah. All right, Gemini. Just need some emotion here. What's going on? Judgment. Okay. Judgment. So it is purple, the third eye. It feels like you've got some clarity, and that's why you're able to release. You really, truly have been enlightened. I feel that you're seeing things clearer. That it says here, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. You're trying not to judge yourself for not realizing or doing the release sooner or having the enlightenment, but understand, please, that you are on the right path. You're always on the right path. You're right where you should be. If it doesn't feel good, y'all, if it does not feel good, then you're going the wrong way. If it feels good, you're in the right path. And I feel like somebody here has realized to give themselves a break. You need to give yourself a break. Stop giving everyone else a break and holding yourself to a different standard. I think that you've realized in this clarity, pardon me, third eye, violet color, that you have realized that your path is unique to you, and that looking at someone else living their path doesn't apply to you. And that you've been, maybe some of you have been trying to live up to the Joneses, you know what I mean? Like impress the Joneses. I think that you're giving yourself a break. I think that's what you're doing. All right. Let's look at the Psychic Tarot. It's not upside down, no. Psychic Tarot. For you, Gemini. So something's been released. I believe it's the judgment of the self that has been released. Okay. And there we go. You've passed go. You've collected your $200. Look at you. In the Monopoly life, right? Yeah, it looks like you get a new beginning. You may have been feeling really stuck, Gemini, in the past, or maybe you're like the one that was like waiting for the year to end so you could be brand new you. And then it felt like you got over the line to 2023, and it felt like, when is this going away? Like, I'm stuck. Why can't I move? I think it was because you had to learn to stop judging the self. And that was something that you had to release. It's an enlightening moment for you, and it's caused a new beginning. So you have now come to the end of a cycle or the end of a lesson. And it's time for you to begin again and try something new. Like love. Look at that. Tell y'all, it's so crazy. We think it's all one way, but sometimes it's the other, right? Sometimes we think like, how much more work can I do on myself, Elsie? Like, it's been forever. How much more? I'm telling you, it never stops. It never does. It feels like somebody here was holding themselves back, because when you judge others, you really are judging yourself. And I feel like there was somebody here that in the past was quite judgmental of others. And then when you realize that you got to give yourself a break, you stop that. You stop judging others. It's come up with a new beginning. It says love begins and rejoice in celebration. It feels like a whole darn roadblock has been removed here. Yeah, because of the wisdom. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. You now see the wisdom. That's the Leo card, right? The sun is Leo card. Sun is shining on you, right? That's Leo is it reminds me of the sun, right? Leo is out there under the spotlight. Yeah. Okay. I love it already. Let's take a look at some tarot. There we go. Here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Give us some more information from tarot, please. For Gemini. For the rest of the month of February. Gemini. Well, it's not going back in, so I think it wants us. So it feels like there is a disappointment that you suffered, I feel, in the past. Some type of disappointment or heartbreak. The new beginning is, I feel as though that maybe you had been judging yourself for a situation in the past, feeling like it was your fault, but you really needed to release it. I feel that for you specifically, Gemini, and for those of you who also have Earth in your chart, it really is, if you live in a climate where there's no snow at this time, it really is the best to just spend time in nature. It's so healing. And you may have been spending time in nature. That could have been what brought you to this point of realizing that everybody has their own specific challenges and their path is not your path. It opens up something really beautiful for you here. There's rejoicing and celebration in the very near future here. And the Eight of Cups, it feels like somebody who had walked away is now coming back. Or Gemini, maybe you're going to connect with somebody. Maybe you want to take somebody out. Flip it as it resonates for you. It is a general reading. We have love begins. I feel like you already know that love is about to begin. It's intuitively something that you know. You could have Pisces in the chart. You don't have to. Love begins, but you're keeping it very quiet. So whether or not you know about this in this new beginning, it feels like it's being kept quiet or silent. It's a feeling and a knowing. It's not something someone has told you. It feels like almost like it's time. The new beginning is bringing love, and I think you're going to ask somebody out possibly. The Three of Swords. Yeah, there still is this worry that someone's going to walk away from you and leave you with heartbreak. I feel that you're still a little bit heartbroken or disappointed or whatever the Three of Swords is. I feel that you still have those lingering feelings as you start this new beginning. I think you're very hopeful, though. Intuitively, I feel that you know that love will begin, or maybe that's your plan. Possibly that you're headed out to see someone else, because it looks like there is going to be some sort of a gathering, or maybe you ask somebody out or someone asks you out, Gemini. It's someone you haven't seen in a while, someone who disconnected from you emotionally. And I don't mean that, it could be someone you're in love with, but we get emotionally disconnected from people all the time, right? People that used to be in our lives, they disperse themselves around the world, and, we maybe forget about them, or we don't have as much contact. And, that could really be what the Eight of Cups is about. It's like I'm walking away from this because I know that there's something better out there. And it's not that this isn't good, but it's just not making me happy. So somebody's coming back after not really being happy with whatever choice they made. So I don't know if it's you going back to someone or someone going back to you. But let's get some more clarification on here. Seven of Swords, what are we lying about? Oh, somebody offered a cup. Six of Wands. Somebody's coming back with the cup you offered them or the cup they offered you. I feel like it's someone who could be a Leo. It doesn't have to be. Could be an Aries. Could be, a water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Could be a Pisces, yeah. So I feel like coming up in the future that somebody wants victory with you here. It's either someone that you offered a cup to and they declined, and it put you here in the Nine of Swords. I think that if you offered it, they declined, or if they offered it to you, you declined, whatever way that's going down. I feel like this person is the one who is connected to that rejoice in celebration card. All right. What's this new beginning? Tell me about this Three of Swords here, please. All right. A new beginning. It feels like you want to drop a burden, Gemini. You want to drop some sort of burden that you've had with someone. You want to communicate. So I feel like the new beginning is you making the decision to not judge this person, because you've learned that if you're judging them, you're actually judging yourself. So I feel that's the burden that you're dropping. And then the Eight of Wands is here. So we have either some communication or fast-moving energy here. What else can you give me, please, for Gemini? What's the communication, if that's what it is? What's the communication about? What's communication about? I want to come see you. All right. So either someone wants to come see you or you want to go see them. You two know each other because there is a history here, I feel, with the Three of Swords. There is some sort of disappointing or heartbreaking history. And it feels like somebody is coming out of solitude. Gemini, I think it's you coming out of solitude because you've realized that you've been given this blessing here as this new beginning. And I think that you're going to take it. Yeah. I think you, regardless of whether or not you're completely healed from the heartbreak or not, I think that you want victory, but I also feel as though you're going to keep your feelings under wraps, is what I want to say. So I think that you might live a distance from someone, or they're just really distant from you. But I feel like the communication is about, I want to come see you. I need victory. There we go. I want to take charge of the situation. Can I come see you? Tell me about love begins and the High Priestess. You might be in love with a High Priestess, someone who is a Pisces, someone who's a light worker, uses their life or their gifts for the benefit of humankind. This person is very connected to the universe, very psychic usually. It's Page of Pentacles. So wanting to have something, wanting to take something, if this is your person, the High Priestess, taking something to the person. Or just wanting to begin again. Page of Pentacles is news, right? It's a messenger. The pages are messengers. The message I feel is something I want to take you out, or some small offer of some kind. And I think if you make the small offer, it's like love begins from there. I don't know that you know that, but that love begins. That's the moment of whether we get together or not is the Page of Pentacles. And I think you do. I think that if you're asking someone out, they're going to say yes. I think that if you are asked to go out, the Wheel of Fortune says everything's in your favor. This is a small gesture for someone who wants something more. So the Wheel of Fortune is about change, but it's about abundance, right? It's attached to Jupiter. Jupiter's the planet of abundance, and it's also fixed signs. So you could be dealing with someone who's a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or a Leo. Doesn't have to be, of course. The Wheel of Fortune is moving forward on love here. And I think it begins with you. I think you either get a small offer or you give a small offer. This person, I think, could be juggling other people, or maybe you are. Maybe you're just really busy. Maybe you don't usually say yes because you're really busy. Two of Pentacles. It's like you've got all the balls in the air is what I want to say. It's like the only thing holding you up is Jesus. Yeah. That's the feeling I'm getting here. And I never get that feeling for the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I don't care if I don't feel enough. I want this partnership. There's 3 Pentacles here. I want this partnership, and whatever the universe gives me, I feel like it's now is the time. Now is go time. That's what it feels like. So I better start juggling because now is go time. Yep, taking action. So you could be dealing with the King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But the King of Wands is someone who's kind of impulsive, moves really quickly, someone who's very passionate about, doesn't really do anything he's not passionate about. Someone who is a great leader too. But I feel like I feel like you're worried that your person is juggling someone else. Juggling maybe a fire sign. Possibly. Tell me about the Rejoice in Celebration. Having a hard time getting my thoughts together. I'm overthinking it, obsessing. They're going to say no. I know they're going to say no when I ask them out. Or is this person ever going to text me back? Like, are they ever going to tell me what they're thinking? Because it's sort of a disconnected emotionally kind of time right now between you and the King of Wands, possibly. It's an emotionally disconnected time right now. It's like, I really want to go out. I really want to ask this person out, but I'm up in my head. I don't know what to do. You're just going to do it. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. You're just going to do it. I think that you really, whoever this person is that you walked away from, or who walked away from you, this person's coming back with an offer. It feels like something that is really big, or has the potential to be huge. This person is going to take their time, I feel. Whether this is you or them, this person is going to take their time making their decision. Because they feel like there's a huge sacrifice in being in a relationship. So it may not be, sacrifice or sacrificial. I think that somebody's holding back possibly their feelings and want to get together. I got to talk to you, but I don't know how to say it. I want to tell you that I want a new beginning. I'm not really sure how to tell you that. Somebody feels like being in a relationship could be a bit of a sacrifice. Like, it's nice to have the Four of Wands, but that comes with a lot of stuff, right? You now have to compromise. And, there's a lot of things that you give up, autonomy sometimes, right? And it feels like somebody here feels that way as well. They probably are going to say yes. So if someone's calling you, you're probably going to say yes, whoever this person is that's coming to see you. Could be an Aries, the Emperor, could be anybody really, because the Emperor is all the kings, right? And, or it's you that's reaching out to someone else. Regardless of which way it goes, somebody's going to say yes. Either you're going to say yes or they are. But I feel like one of you has a worse outlook on relationships than the other. Gemini, I think it's you. I think that you are the one who is really harsh with the judgments. I think you've learned this lesson here, but I think that you judge yourself the harshest. Like maybe you feel like you need to take your time, right? Ace of Pentacles, look things over. I just want to come to my own understanding of if I really want the Four of Wands or not. Yeah. Because right now, I don't think there's anything to lose. Right now, you want to ask this person out, but you're kind of emotionally disconnected from them. They've walked away or you did, one of the two. And it might be a friendship. It doesn't have to be love. But somebody here is thinking about changing their mind, and it's been hard. Gemini, the Ace of Swords, or sorry, the Eight of Swords is here, right? It's been hard to change your mind, to change the way you are. Right? You're not a fixed sign, Gemini, but it's really been hard to change your mind. It takes a long time for you to change your mind, I think. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it takes you a long time to change your mind. And I think that you want to change your mind, but I think you're stuck. Yeah. I think that you want this, but you're not sure if it comes with this, right? The Seven of Swords and the Devil. You have doubts that this person loves you. You're not really sure. Maybe there's some things you haven't told them. You're trying to be courageous, right? We've got the Strength card. You're trying to be courageous and strong. I think this really worries you, actually. I think it really scares you that it could turn into something terrible. I think that you have some things that you need to say, and I think they're about your feelings. I don't think you've ever expressed your feelings to this person, or, flip it if you need to, but the Devil tells me that there's fear. Fear of speaking up, fear of saying something, fear of telling you that I really want this new life with you, this new love. There is an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles, but somebody's moving really, really slow because, it's the Hanged Man's about holding back, and Pentacles take years sometimes, right? So somebody has been holding themselves back from telling someone how they feel. I think you are going to take charge of the situation is what I want to say. The communication. Let's talk about that communication here. It feels like somebody is going to say to you, or you're going to say to someone, that I want to see you and I'm going to come get you. It's like you're going to take charge. So you're going to book the restaurant and go get that person, I feel. If you are the predominantly masculine energy, I feel like you're the one that's going to do that. If you're a feminine energy, I feel we're looking more at this energy here. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Devil, and yeah, it looks like fear. So somebody wants to take charge, but they're scared about going out on a date, on an adventure, because I feel like this is where you were at before the release and the enlightenment, but I feel like this is still lingering because we still have heartbreak here that's lingering on this new beginning, right? I feel like you still are feeling the bite from maybe getting hurt the last time, and you're really unsure or fearful about this new escapade, about making a decision to go on a new path, and that the world is out there for you. You can make any decision that you want, but I think that you specifically want someone who's here. It could be the Pisces. Could be the Pisces, or it could be the Capricorn, could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, anybody who's a fixed sign, right? It feels like something, either way, someone is about to come in or you are about to contact somebody. There is going to be movement here. We have the Second Cup. There we go. Somebody's in love. All right, thank you for clicking here, Gemini. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. And I am going to be back with readings next week. Don't forget, not next week, but the week after, you will get another reading, Gemini. I'm doing them about every couple of weeks. So I'm going to go for now. Love you guys, and I will see you then. Bye-bye. Hello, Libra. I told you it'd only take a second. Thank you so much for waiting. Libra, how are you? Elsie here to do your reading for the rest of February. I hope that it's been a fun February for you up to here. I am here with some oracles. We'll start with that. And Libra, if you are interested in a private read, please don't hesitate to look in the description. Right by the yellow dot, you'll find my email address and a link to Wizio. If you have any questions about my process, please feel free to email me. All right, here we go. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra, please. Libra for the rest of February. Libra for the rest of February. All right, we've got leadership. We've got purity. Interesting. What else do we have here? Community. I love it. Libra, flexibility, new beginnings. Okay, understood. So somebody's changing their mind. Good for you. Good for you. All right, let's take a look here. So we've got leadership, purity, and community. So I feel like you are the person leading the charge, is what I want to say. The leadership position is pretty important. And we know all too well as we look around the world that absolute power corrupts. And sometimes leaders don't really want to do the thing that's best for everyone involved. And I feel like you're a person who is a leader. You're a person who loves to be out at the front of the line when it comes to your community. You're very community minded, and the purity of that is beautiful here between leadership and community, because I feel your intent is pure, Libra. I really love that. That's really beautiful. So I feel like it feels like you're a kind but fierce leader is what I want to say. Only because, bears, we look at them and they're cute, but they probably eat our faces off, right? And that's what I kind of feel like. And that's Libra energy for me. That's how I've experienced it. You can tell me in the comments how you've experienced it, but I have experienced it exactly this way. That the Libras that I know are beautiful and kind and balanced and have a lot of leadership skills and are really willing to do whatever they need to do to help transform a situation in their community. They're, not discerning of who they let, how can I say, of who they help. It doesn't matter who the person is or what they're doing with their life, that they will just help. And it's really beautiful, beautiful energy. It's the energy of pack leadership. Yeah. And I really love that for you. I really love that. It's the energy of pack leadership. It's like that you don't, in the pack, the pack leader does not say, hey, I'm the leader, follow me, right? In the pack of wolves or even dogs, they will take the one with the biggest energy, right? That's usually the one that ends up being the pack leader. So I think that you are, interesting, okay, I guess we'll take that one. I think that you are the pack leader here, either in your community or it says community, but it could be family, like whoever is in your community. They all see you as someone who is a good, balanced, and not only good and balanced, but kind and loving. Purity, pure, that you love purely from the heart. Yeah. Happiness. I love it. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Y'all, you don't even know how important it is to know that. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Oh, somebody is looking at their spirituality in a serious way. I was going to say about happiness, I love this quote. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. I'm going to tell you that if you're miserable right now, look around you. I'm telling you, if you're miserable, look around you. You're going the wrong way. And that's exactly how you know. It's broken down to its simplest form. That's exactly how you know if you're on the right path. Are you happy or are you not? Right? That's all it comes down to. And if you're not happy, then it's up to you to either make changes or stay where you're at. Yeah. But I'm not that unhappy, Elsie. I'm not that unhappy. Well, is it a hell yeah or is it a hell no? Like, which one is it? It's only one of the two. There's nothing in between. Although I know you like to walk the line, right? You don't really, kind of Switzerland-ish Libra. Sometimes, unless your back's against the wall, right? All right, here we go. Let's take a look more here. Tell me about this happy leadership in the community. How positive. I love this all. I love it. Okay. Okay, standing your ground. See, that's why, right? You could be someone Libra who also has maybe earth in the chart or fire in the chart. It's something like you are the person who leads the charge and you're like the person out front. Yeah, standing your ground. Nope, this isn't going on right now. Not today. Yeah. We've got the light. Okay. And we've got love. All right. Bottom of the deck. Passion ignited. I like it. All right. We have, what are we using for tarot though? Let's do this. So standing your ground, right? I think that lends to the kind of human that you are, right? You will stand your ground when you need to. And I've experienced that beautiful energy with Libra. You will stand your ground when you need to, because I think usually you're kind of go with the flow, right? You're like, yeah, it's all right. I'm not gonna rock the boat. I'm not gonna die on that hill, right? But I think that's the beautiful thing about you. You do have conviction, and you will stand your ground. And I feel there's going to be an opportunity to do that, and that it's going to be in the spotlight. So other people are going to be watching you do it, or someone else is watching you do it. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Swords. You've never really had a good time of it in love, I don't think. I feel like you have not had a good time of it. Yeah. Stand your ground. For those of you who this might end up being about money in the workplace, it feels like there is something going on within the workplace regarding or questioning your title or questioning your skills. I think that you already know you're the best at what you do. You're the person, you're the authority. So if somebody comes in and tries to question what you're doing in terms of your work or what you know innately or your business practices, stand your ground. It feels like you are the authority and you have the most knowledge. Don't let somebody come in and tell you what to do. So that's for some of you who are looking at, I always seem to, with Libra, I always seem to pull in business and, yeah, a lot of business and creativity. That's usually what I pull in for Libra. All right. Light is being shone on love. It feels like you are very connected to someone, or your light is on someone. There is clarity here at the crowning of the reading. It's giving you clarity over everything. It's all of it. It's the depth of love. It's, you know what, you can't treat me like that anymore. I'm the authority. It's love begins. It feels like you're ready to kind of reveal something to someone, or you've been hiding your feelings from someone. So, you know, it does feel sort of like it might be a reveal of sorts, because the sun is here, and the sun gives clarity to everything. Everything around the sun is growing, right? Or everything under the sun does grow, right? Plants, people, animals, everything grows under the sun. The sun is so powerful that we can even mute it and still stay alive, right? So powerful. It feels like there is a great big spotlight on some sort of psychic connection, or the depth, like somebody's realized the depth of love. I have to tell somebody that I'm really deeply in love with them. I feel like if you say it out loud, love begins. I think that's where it takes you. We've got the Magician, so maybe it's something that you're manifesting. Someone or something that you've been manifesting, possibly. Might be coming in now, I'm just saying. Yeah. So what's the stand your ground? Stand your ground. You stand your ground on here. 8 of Pentacles. Reciprocity. Okay, so for those of you who are looking at this as money and finance business, I feel like you feel someone else is getting paid more for what you do. And you're about to stand your ground on that. For those of you who are looking at this as a relationship in love, I feel that you are the person who's worked so hard on yourself that you're not just going to let anybody come in and ruin it. I feel like the Six of Pentacles could be like, but wait, how many people are you dating? Like, I'm looking for a person. It feels like you're looking for reciprocity with someone else who may be giving to another, maybe not, but you're looking for reciprocity, I feel, not only for those of you at work, but you're looking for reciprocity in the creation of something. It's like you are really, really good at something that has to do with the self. So maybe you've lost a lot of weight, or you have, it feels like something that people would look at that took a long time. So it might be, maybe you grew your hair out really long, or do you know what I mean? Something like that. You look different, I feel. It might be because of the happiness. I'm just saying, if you are a happy person, I'm telling you, happiness is underrated. It totally is. If you are happy, it's going to give you longer life. That's for sure. All right. So I feel like standing your ground is coming up because we are standing ground on the self. It feels like for some of you, you've worked really hard on yourself, and you're not about to, get into a situation where someone is giving to another person. And it feels like you are standing your ground because you really don't know what's coming up. It feels like you want to know the truth about what's in the moon energy. Is this always what happens? It feels like you always end up standing your ground in the end because somebody else, it's like you don't know what's hiding. Is there someone hiding that's giving more to one than the other? That's what it feels like here. It's like, I want to know the truth. That's all I need, is I need the truth from you. So you're standing your ground with someone, I feel, who is, I think you're just going to ask them up front. Are you seeing anybody else? What are you doing? I need the truth from you. I'm about to stand my ground. I don't know what's coming forward. I don't know what's out front. I don't know who you're seeing. So I think there's going to be a lot of questions, because the Eight of Pentacles is about also self-mastery. You've worked really hard on yourself, and you're not just going to stand there and let someone kind of walk all over you. I feel like you're saying, tell me the truth, and tell me right now. You're pulling up the sword, right? This person's really attracted to you. I feel like if you don't know what I'm talking about, that for some of you it hasn't come yet, that it's about to come in the present moment here. The Judgment card is here. So, and we've got the Knight of Wands, who's moving super quick. So for those of you who haven't heard from someone who you're romantically interested in yet, there's still time that's going to happen here. The High Priestess says you know it. You know it because the Sun is here and the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is receiving all of this clarity from the universe. So you absolutely know what's coming. You do. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups looking here. It feels like the challenge for you is going to be that you're going to have to speak up about how you feel. If you want this Nine of Cups, if you want it to begin, if you want love to begin and grow to the 9, then you've got to speak up about, tell this person what you're looking for. And don't worry about them if they're not going to tell you what they're looking for. But you need to do what's best for you, right, in the situation. I think you hold back feelings, though, because you've been hurt before. Like maybe you've told someone your feelings and then they left, and it really left you regretful and hurt. The truth of the matter is if they left, they weren't your person anyway. And yes, it hurts. It's terrible. I understand. But I feel like that you've always had a regrets in love. It's never worked out for you. And that's because I think you're true to yourself. Because you are authentic, I feel, that you just out front tell people, look, I'm looking for my person, my wish fulfillment. I want to fall in love one day. And I feel like later on you regret that you were so emotional or let them see all of your emotions, because you'll do that because you've got a lot of air in the chart possibly. But it feels like, that before you're going to be able to move forward into love, you've really got to get this under control. Yeah, it looks like you're going to have to tell somebody how you feel. You're going to have to say it, or they're going to go away as well. And that might be why you don't have much luck in love. So 7 of Pentacles looks like this is is in the present moment here. We've got waiting. Yeah, waiting for things to grow. So it looks like something is coming up that is, if it's going to happen for you, it's going to be very soon. It will be this before the end of the month. I mean, this reading is up to the end of the month, but it'll happen before the end of the month. It's really, really close around the corner here. All right. What are we standing our ground on here? Why are we standing our ground? Is what I want to know. I think something flipped here. Standing our ground because I feel like with the Hierophant, because you know what you want. Yeah. And the Ace of Pentacles, you know exactly what you want, Libra. And I think that you're just not willing to entertain anyone who's not on your vibe. And I get it, right? I feel like you just don't want to waste any more time. I just want to find my person. And so you are, I feel, telling people straight up, this is how I love, this is how I feel. One thing I will not negotiate on, standing my ground, is commitment. I'm looking for a really great commitment. I'm looking for someone who wants to start beginning, the page of cups, showing me affection. I want to be able to work into a commitment because I'm looking to invest in someone. So I feel like there is, you know your worth, which is awesome, Libra. You know your worth. And I feel like that with the Sun, this is coming super soon. There is somebody who's either, for some of you, it's going to be coming back from the past, or it's just a decision to wait before they move forward. So for some of you, it could be someone who is coming back, or someone that you thought that you would never see again or never talk to again, but felt intuitively connected to. And I think it's because of the Queen of Cups. One of you is psychic or both. We've got the Sun. I think you want to be seen by someone. I think that you want to grow something. And I think you're ready for it. But I think that you should continue to be honest about who you are, because that's how you're going to attract the person that you want, right? Because ultimately you have to love yourself. And you've been doing a lot of self-mastery here, really changing your mind and moving slowly at the things that really need a lot of attention, right, within the self. And I think that you've worked really hard on it. Yeah. And you're just not going to throw it out there and say, look, I'm going to date you for a year, and then you're going to say, no, I'm not about it. I'm just going to tell you up front, this is what I'm after. If that makes you uncomfortable and you leave, then I guess you're not my person. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it here. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Wands. So it does move into some sort of a partnership or commitment. What's the challenge, though? Is there a challenge? The challenge is going to be staying in balance. Challenge is going to be juggling a lot of things so you can see each other. Juggling a lot of things in your life. And that might be, a bit of an issue because you like balance, right? You don't like to juggle. So I feel like the biggest challenge of this whole thing is that you're going to have to learn how to juggle people and your time and your expertise, whatever that is. Yeah, it's the juggle. Yeah, hoping that nothing falls off the shelf. All right, I'm going to go for now, Libra. Thank you so much for coming and watching here. Crosswatcher, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will go, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Love you guys. Bye-bye. All right, Aquarius, it is your turn. How are you? Happy February. So we're doing the last half of February for you here, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are interested at all in a private read, please look below in the description. My email address is there. If you have any questions about my process, you do have to book over on Wizio. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aquarius. Tell me what is coming up for the rest of the month of February 2023 for Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. That one wants to come out, and maybe this one. Okay, fine. Let's do it all. What do we got here? Opportunity. It may come at night. An opportunity may find you in the evening hours. We got here thriving, Aquarius. What have you been up to? What's going on? What's going on? Good for you. This energy has changed. It's like I have decided to change my mind. I've decided that I'm going to be fulfilled and I'm going to thrive. It feels like the release here is something you didn't need. Right? That like the tree releases the leaves because they're not necessary for the winter. However, that being said, those leaves are necessary for the ground. They protect the grass during the winter. And a lot of people, they rake up those leaves, right? Yeah. but nature provides the way. Yeah. It feels like you are just kind of dropping what you don't need, is what I think it is. You've decided that your happiness is more important. And in that thinking, in that change of thinking, I believe you release something that helps you feel more fulfilled in your life as you are at this moment. Not next year, not when you lose 10 pounds, not when you get the nice long nails. It isn't based on anything other than I feel that you've decided just to stand up and thrive. You've decided to change your mind. It feels like it's maybe a download that you got or a realization, because this kind of does look like a realization, right? And all this pink is all about downloads. Yeah. And the universe is present. So possibly it could be, this looks to be a full moon, possibly, is it? Yeah, could be. Oh, maybe it's waxing. No, it does look full. I think that maybe over the last full moon, possibly, there was like you woke up and you're like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? I need to change my mind. All right, what do we got here? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Friendship, okay. Bottom, we have courage. It says, I find the inner strength to face fear and confidence. All right, so friendship says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, so we are talking about a special friend, I think. This person could be someone who has a really good outlook on life. Yeah, I feel it's this way for some of you. I feel that you have a really close friend who has a really bright outlook on life. I feel like it's this friend that if you're not hanging out with them, you need to hang out with them more. But this person, I feel, is quite intuitive. Their third eye is open, and I feel like they might dabble in the 5D. Do you know what I mean? Like they're quite psychic, this person. It feels like there's an important friendship that you either already have or that you might be coming to you. But I feel like it's somebody who's had a really positive impact on your life. Or if you don't know who this is, somebody who will have a positive impact on your life. It might be a friend that you haven't seen for a while, or that you used to spend a lot of time with, and then you two stopped talking, or your lives just grew apart. It doesn't feel like there's any rift or anything here, but I think that since you've seen this friend has really leveled up in their life. They're probably really thriving, and now that you're vibrating at the same level, you might be calling them back in. Yeah. Okay. Let's figure it out here, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What else can you tell us? All right. Take the top one, the rest back. Got the Tower, disruption. So it was a change of mind. It was an upheaval. Something happened in your life to make you see things differently here. The Sun. The Tower and the Sun. You could see clearly what was going on. There had to be a breaking down of the old so the new could appear. One more. Recognition and reward. Yeah, it feels like it doesn't feel like it was really a terrible tower, though. It feels like it was maybe an upheaval. It was a change of mind, or it was a realization that you now realize that it's a choice to be happy. I think that's what thriving is telling us. It's a choice to be happy. And you can choose to thrive, and it doesn't matter what environment you're in. You can choose it. It is this friend, I believe. This friendship is very important. This is, I understand, a friend that's in my life for a reason. There is somebody who is in your life right now, or somebody you're going to meet. This person's going to cause a tower, but in the best way. They're going to sort of, I feel, hold up a mirror to you, and you're going to, I feel, have some realizations, some hard realizations. So I don't feel like you're having tower after tower. I feel it's just hard realizations, right? Because the sun is here for clarity. So there is an understanding as to why all of this is going on. It is the friend, I believe, who leads you to the tower. I've always said that about myself, that I'm your friend that has been designated to lead you to the tower, to your realization, to your epiphany, to, breaking down your life and building it back up again. Yeah, I feel like this person is maybe a light worker or someone who's spiritual, someone who has a different outlook on the world because of the level of spirituality that they're working from. Prosperity begins is on the bottom of the deck. So recognition and reward. Yeah, it feels like you have a lot of realizations, but harsh realizations about yourself, Aquarius. And when you're a fixed sign, it's really hard to have those harsh realizations. I think you're having them about yourself, but honestly, you know what? I think that this is just preparing you for something bigger and better. Some sort of recognition and reward. So it feels like it's breaking down the ego, like it's a humility practice. You've already made the choice that you're going to live in a space of thriving and that you're going to release things that don't fulfill you. And you are here, I feel, more often than you want to be right now. Like, oh, why did I say that thing? Or, oh, why did I do that thing? Those are all helpful realizations about the self. Yeah, it is. I think that people are going to recognize that you're either working really hard on yourself, or maybe you're the person who used to get, super over emotional in a conversation where someone had a different opinion, and now you're not like that anymore. It feels like the recognition and reward comes with some sort of a spotlight on you. So I want to say that people are noticing you more. People are noticing that your energy is lighter. People are noticing that probably the breakaway of ego, this person is bowing, right? So it feels like somebody is going to recognize you for, you just don't, you seem far more real than you used to be. I think that's the influence of this friendship here. Look at that. We pulled the 3 of Cups. This is really beautiful. So we have maybe a group or a soul tribe, but this friendship, these people that make you feel really good, they are in your life for a reason. They're showing you how to thrive, how to release the things that just never really mattered, how to gracefully walk through the tower and come out here on the other side like this, recognition and reward. So it could be a group of people. You could be hanging out with people that are younger than you, and they could be shedding a little bit of light. I'm telling you, please do not underestimate sitting with people who are younger than you, for sure, because they have a way different outlook on the world than you do, depending on how much younger they may be. For some of you, it is a child or someone that you know like that's related to you that's going to bring light on a situation. So this could be a fairly new group of people that you've met, I think, and I feel like they're younger than you chronologically, or they just have a really good fun and free vibe. And I think that they have managed to help you find the light. And I find when the light is here, to me, it's like you're finding the light, but you're finding the higher vibration. You see how she's reaching now, right? Now that she's in the sun, she always wants to stay within the sun, right? So she's reaching higher and higher. Yeah, she's reaching into the sun. So I feel like these people make you feel really great. And I think I just said it in one of the other air readings. I'm not sure which one. It feels like, what was it that we said about that? The sun, the light. I can't remember what it was now, but I feel like there's so much to be learned in this group of people that you've come across. I think it's a new group of people. And I think that it almost feels, Aquarius, like this new group of people have sparked a new passion within you to begin again, or to start again, or to open a new path of creation. You want to create something in the 3D. This creation is going to end up giving you recognition and reward. I feel like you're in a really beautiful flow. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. 9 of Cups is here. So you're headed right to your wish fulfillment. That's what's going on here. You're headed straight for the wish fulfillment. And the wish fulfillment, I believe, begins with this dear friendship here. Let's talk about that. Who's the friend? Who's this person? Tell us more about this friendship. This is the person that's going to help you release. Tell me about the friendship, please. Well, the friendship, it says here, is the Knight of Cups. So this person, you love them, or they love you, or you have a great affection for each other. This could be a love relationship as well. Or someone who is your friend that maybe is in love with you, or you have feelings for them. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 8 of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like that this may have been, a friendship that had been previously released. I think that's what it is. The friendship had been released. There was a 10 of Wands and an 8 of Swords here. So it feels like it became burdensome and then we stopped talking. So it almost feels as though if you have a friend like this that you've kind of broken away from, you've been thinking about, should I reach out to so-and-so? I think you should, because I feel like that this person is going to be ultimately a life changer for you. This person's going to change your life with whatever they're going to teach you if you haven't learned this yet. Learning how to thrive by releasing so you can live in your fulfillment. This is a really special friend. So for some of you, it is going to be based on love. We have the Knight of Cups. For some of you, this is going to be a friendship that turns to love, but it had become really burdensome in the center somewhere. That's what it feels like. So this person is someone who is ready to go. They're being told by the universe that time is now. And I think that you're being told that as well. And I think that's why we're seeing what we're seeing here. It is time to go. There's the Fool. It's time to take some sort of a leap. I think that you've been dealing in a lot of either confusion or been dealing in a lot of opportunities for wish fulfillment, but you're not taking any of them. Yeah, you leave them in the dust. It's like you kind of have your eye or your mind, or maybe your mind's eye, on just one person. And it could be this new friendship. I kind of love that. I love when relationships and marriages begin as friendships. What else do you have to go back to? Right? If it doesn't work out, then what? Go back to step 1, being friends. Yeah. All right. We've got the Tower, and we've got the 3 of Cups. So it's a realization that this group of friends, I think, is really, this is going to be your incredible. You're going to leap right into the center of this group of people here, become part of the coven. The 5 of Wands just popped out. And then we have the Magician. So it feels to you too good to be true is what I want to say. It feels like this group of people is too good to be true. And usually things like this for you end up in heartbreak or heartache. It feels like you're also kind of up in your head about this group of people. I'm telling you, if you're meeting this new group of people, or this is the people, just please take note of your vibration when you're with them. Are they gossiping and backbiting and talking about others and talking about small-minded things? Or are they, talking about, hey, oh my gosh, imagine if, and, dreams and hopes and wishes? I think that's this group of people, but I don't think that you trust it, because I think you've been through a lot of Towers, Aquarius, when it comes to relationships in general, whether they're platonic or romantic. I think this particular friendship, this particular friendship, I feel it stays at the friend level for a bit. It feels like somebody is manifesting. Oh yeah, please don't do that. Stop manifesting heartbreak. Yeah, stop doing that. It feels like we've got the Magician here. So I know that something wants to materialize, but you're living in lack, understand. We have the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. And it's, up in your head and kind of being it's like you feel like you don't belong, or you're nervous about this new group of friends. That's what it feels like. But because there's two fives, I think that's going to change soon. And then we have the Three of Swords. It feels like you feel like, whenever you get into a new group of friends or a new relationship, that it always ends up in heartbreak. I think that's why you're hesitant to really let people see who you are. I think sometimes you approach people in swords, and you're very logical and to the point and factual and kind enough, but I feel like you don't let really anybody get past a certain stage or certain spot. Tell me about the Five of Cups. What are we in regret about here? Yeah, it feels like you don't want to have buyer's remorse. You don't want to have regret, getting into this group of people who feels like a family, and then something goes wrong. It feels like you've been at this door before, and it's making you nervous. It could be a relationship. Yeah, for some of you, it is a commitment. So this group of people, it feels like it's a person within the group of people. Yeah, it feels like you have a particularly closer friendship with one person than the others, right? But it feels like 5 or 6 people. Like it's not a whole big tribe of people, but it feels like there is one person in the group that you sort of have your eye on, kind of attracted to. This person might be younger than you. This person's kind of impulsive and funny and silly, and they kind of the person you want to drag to any party. And I think that you are really trying to see, I think you're trying to be a realist here with the Hierophant present. I think you're trying to be a realist. Really, does this person want to date me? They are younger than me, like I'm older than them, right? In other words. But I feel like it's like, this can't be what I think it is. This can't be. Like the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Hierophant, this can't be commitment. No, that's not what I'm seeing. And so I think that it's either, like I said, commitment of a friend or a lover. Take it as it is for you. But I feel like it's like too good to be true. It feels too good to be true, and therefore scares you just a little. Tell me about recognition and reward, please. And the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, you might be recognized for something that you're going to be doing based on this release of energy, now that you're thriving and you're feeling fulfilled, the changing of the mind, the survival of the Tower. I feel like some of you possibly might be, recognized for that in a public way. Whether that's in your group of friends or on a bigger scale. Recognition and reward, please. I've got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. What else do we have here? Why the Knight of Wands? Because of the Emperor. Interesting. The Emperor comes to town, huh? And we've got the Seven of Wands. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think so. It feels like you get recognized by an authority. That's what it looks like. For whatever it is that you're doing, for whatever thing that is that you're passionate about. I feel like the Emperor comes in. Tries to take control. Somebody who's quite good looking, somebody who's very charismatic. This person comes in. It looks like this is the person who does the recognition, though, the Emperor. This person had been standing their ground. This person gets the defensive really easily. This Emperor, I feel. But it's the Knight of Wands that is the reason why the Emperor is in town here. A recognition and reward could be coming from the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like there's a tower here, something that you thought you knew for sure. A tower comes to bust that down. Ace of Pentacles. Let's look at the tower. It feels like somebody here, like a big cheese, somebody who is, an authority on something. They may be recognized publicly by other people. Tell me about The Tower, please. What's going on with the Tower? Why does this cause a Tower? I just said, cause a Tower, Elsie. Yeah. It's incredibly, it shakes you to your core is what I want to say. The Tower is about a decision that was made. Somebody who you have been, a decision that was made. The Tower is a decision that was made. It's quiet. And then somebody comes in with the Four of Wands. They want to heal it. And they want to support you. They want to be able to financially support you, be stable for you. They want you to be with them because they have stability. This is a new relationship. That's what that is. I believe that the thing that you do, okay, whatever the thing is, I feel like the thing that you do or the thing that you've been learning or the change of mind that you've had has released a major. If you've been sitting back here thinking, when is my life going to start moving? This is it. That's what it feels like. That there is going to be a lot of adventures that you have coming up. And it is, I feel, going to have a lot to do with somebody who is an authority in something that comes in and recognizes you, which causes a Tower. They either recognize you from your life a long time ago. Maybe you knew them in junior high school. Or this person just comes back because there's all this fanfare, the Four of Wands, and they also want to recognize you. It feels like somebody comes back to town, the quarterback, like the guy that ended up on the NFL team, the famous quarterback, he's coming back to town and he's got his eyes on you. Yeah. What's this? Yeah, this person's going to want to talk to you. They are looking to invest in someone who wants to be a part of a family, possibly help raise some children or have some children of their own. They're not really saying anything, but I feel like they're going to ask to speak with you. I feel like there's going to be some truth coming, a conversation. What's the conversation about? It's about, I have emotions. Can I take you out? I kind of am looking at a partnership. I'm looking for someone to invest in. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's take out some advice for you. So for those of you who didn't see anybody around, the mid-month, I feel like don't be watching the clock. I don't think you could run out the clock. I really feel like it's something's coming in still in this month of February here. We've got wisdom, knowledge gained through experiences from a wise counselor. I really feel it's this friendship that sort of sets all of this on the right path. Look at that. Wisdom, divine timing. We've got a Tower. We've got the Sun. And then focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. So it feels like you're supposed to pull back and let that person come find you. Yeah, if you know they're in town and they haven't been in town for a while, let that person find you. Pay attention, self-limiting beliefs, and an apology. Forgiveness through mutual understanding. This person might be someone who you feel owes you an apology. Yeah. And but understand there's self-limiting beliefs here as well. So a self-limiting belief could be, I feel like I can't talk to that person until they utter an apology, right? The self-limiting belief there is that that's a roadblock in my life. I'm deciding that their unwillingness to say I'm sorry is a roadblock in my life. So don't let that happen to you. No, don't do it. Don't give forgiveness because you think you should. Do it because it's for you. Yeah. It says, look out for signs from the divine here. Pay attention. Acknowledge any red flags. Yeah. So that's the advice. Could be something to do with passion. Don't be afraid to fail. Go for your passions. I'm going to go right now. Thanks, Aquarius, for being here. Thanks for clicking here. I hope I hear from you in the comments. And I'm going to go for now. It's kind of a different reading for you, hey? I love it, though. I love it for you. I'm going to go. Bye-bye.